Hi everyone, this is the final pre-departure video for those of you who will be participating in the Madrid immersion. This is specifically focused on the extension that will take place in Morocco. I will definitely give you more information, in particular on the details of the schedule in the LMS as we get closer to departure, but I wanted to go over a couple of things in this presentation that are not covered in the other videos that you would have had on the immersion site. So just to start, and I'll go into the schedule a little bit later, you will be staying in 2 additional hotels for the extension. The first is going to be in Algeciras, which is right next to Gibraltar. So when you travel from Madrid the first night, you'll go straight to Algeciras, you'll spend a night in Algeciras, and then you'll spend the following day in Gibraltar. We always include breakfast on the programs, so breakfast is included in this hotel as well as in the hotel in Casablanca. In Casablanca, this is the hotel that you'll be staying in. It's very centrally located. You will be here for the duration of your time in Morocco. And again, breakfast is covered here. Just wanted to add a couple of notes on tipping in Morocco because it is different than Spain. There really isn't a rule of thumb on tipping in Morocco in restaurants, but generally you'll want to add just a little bit, although if you're in a very touristy area of the city, just make sure that you're checking your bill to see if service has already been added. Taxis, you will tip a little bit, just round up, and in hotels it's really up to you, but if somebody carries your bags up to your room, it's recommended that you tip a little bit. In terms of etiquette, I wanted to specifically address clothing. You may want to bring some different clothes for your business visits in Morocco than you would in Spain, or just pay a little bit more attention to how you pack. The business culture in Morocco tends to be a little bit more formal than Spain, so you just want to be thinking about that as you choose your clothing. Like with everywhere else, I don't recommend bringing high heels. I recommend flats. It's going to make life much easier. Please make sure though that your clothes are ironed. You've taken the time to do that when you get to the hotel. Presentation goes a very long way. We talked in the previous videos a little bit about your belongings, and in particular that if you've got things that are really valuable to you and you'd be heartbroken to lose them, don't bring them at all, and this holds true for Morocco as well. Certainly you don't want to be considered as showing off with expensive items, but you also just don't want anything to happen. So again, my recommendation is that you don't bring any items that you would be heartbroken to lose with you. And do keep in mind that you are going to be in a Muslim country, so there will be prayers 5 times a day. That may have an impact on your schedule, just something to be aware of. All of your business meetings will take place in English, but if you speak French and you want to use your French, this is a great opportunity, and I highly recommend that you do that. So just to go over the schedule a little bit so you have a little bit of a better sense of how things are going to work. June 20th is Wednesday. That's the last day of the immersion in Madrid. So you'll have your presentations in the morning. After your presentations are done, you'll have a little bit of time for lunch, and then everybody will head over to the train station together. You'll take a direct train from Madrid to Malaga, and then you'll be met by a bus there, where you'll transfer the rest of the way to Algeciras. Once you get to Algeciras that evening, you will have the evening free. The next morning, you'll head over to Gibraltar. It's about 20 minutes away from Algeciras. You'll have a business visit in the morning, and in the afternoon, it's going to be much more casual. You will have a walking tour of the city, and then you'll head back to Algeciras. You'll get your stuff from the hotel. You'll walk over to the ferry terminal, which is really just down the street from your hotel, and then you'll take the ferry across to Tangier. When you arrive in Tangier, you'll be met by a coach, and then you'll drive the rest of the way to Casablanca. It's about 3 hours, so that's going to be a particularly long day on the 21st, and you just want to be prepared for that. There's also, for this extension, going to be a lot of movement happening, and so my recommendation is that you pack really light, because you are going to be responsible for moving your bags around from place to place on your own. And even though we'll be on buses and trains and there will always be somewhere to put them, I think the lighter you can pack, the better off and the happier that you're going to be. When you get to Casablanca, you'll check into the hotel, and then you'll have that evening free. The following day, you'll have 2 business visits in Casablanca. So that will be a busy day again. On Saturday the 23rd, you'll do sightseeing for the majority of the day. So you'll spend the morning in Casablanca, and then you'll head over to Rabat in the afternoon. Sunday the 24th, you'll do some morning academic work in the hotel as a group, and then you'll have the afternoon free. Monday the 25th is your last day of business meetings, so you'll have a business meeting in the morning in Casablanca. You'll return to the hotel in the afternoon, and then you'll have your final presentations. That evening, we have the evening group farewell dinner. That's sort of the close to the extension, and the program officially begins after that. You do have hotel in Casablanca that night, so that you can make plans to to fly home on the following day, the 26th. So that's kind of the quick overview of the schedule. Again, we'll give you a little bit more information as we go on. One of the things I do want to mention, if you may need a visa for Morocco, so if you're not a U.S. citizen, you might need a visa to go to Morocco, and in that case, I do ask you to be in touch with me as soon as possible at ksbabroad@american.edu so that I can get you the appropriate paperwork so that you can begin that process. As always, you're welcome to contact me at ksbabroad@american.edu. Thanks so much. Bye.